So a few days after Homeland Security raided Diddy's home, Al B. Sure inserted himself into the drama, and he exposed Diddy's attempt to force Miami into his trafficking operations. Trust me, this isn't looking good for Diddy. At this point, it is safe to say everyone in Hollywood, apart from the feds, has incriminating information on Diddy. With his extravagant parties and involvement in drug activities, Diddy's actions have become a topic of discussion for everyone. First of all, does anyone have something good to say about Diddy? Because the information that has been coming out in the last few days has been nothing but shocking. And while we await Homeland Security to make an official statement on what led to the raid at Diddy's house, ALB has also involved himself in this drama, and he is spilling the tea on how Diddy tried to force Young Miami into trafficking lines. For those who have not been following this Diddy saga, let me give you a refresher. So Diddy got into trouble with the law after music producer Lil Rod Jones filed a lawsuit against him, and accusations lined up in the lawsuit are the acquisition and use of drugs, displaying and distribution unregistered illegal firearms, laced alcoholic drinks being served to minors and sex workers, and several celebrities engaging in sensual activities with minors and SA workers. A few weeks after the lawsuit was filed, Homeland Security raided Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami homes and also stopped him at the airport for a search. This led to the arrest of Diddy's alleged drug mule, Brandon Paul. The arrest of Paul provided credibility to Lil Rod Jones' lawsuit, as he was named in it as Diddy's primary source for drugs and guns. Additionally, Paul was arrested alongside Diddy with drugs found in his luggage. But Lil Rod wasn't done, because a day after the raid was carried out at Diddy's home, Lil Rod Jones adjusted his lawsuit and added some information. Part of the information added was how Cuba Gooding tried to force his way on him while they were in a yacht alongside Diddy in the Virgin Islands, and how Young Miami flew pink cocaine for Diddy. The lawsuit read, plaintiff and the Combs, Rico Enterprise, were rehearsing for something in the Water Festival in Virginia, and Jones personally witnessed Mr. Combs do a few lines of coke in his dressing room. Defendant Sean Combs wanted Tucci, but Brendan forgot it. So defendant Christina Coram called Young Miami, who then brought it on the private jet from Miami. While the news of Young Miami flying moving for Diddy might sound shocking, we need to take into consideration that it is Diddy we are talking about here, and the horrific stories we've heard from his exes and people around him. I mean, he had Jennifer Lopez sneak in a gun for him that was used for the 1999 shooting. Also, he had Cassie carry a gun while he knew she had a phobia for guns, so I don't think helping him move pink cocaine would be out of the picture. But then a few days ago, Al B involved himself in this whole Diddy drama while promoting his equal access to healthcare initiative alongside Ben Crump at the Equal Justice Now Awards in Los Angeles. ALB made a cryptic comment seemingly insinuating Sean Diddy Combs had something to do with his 2022 coma.
Finally, we're going to be producing the Al B. Sure life story. So hold on to your britches, and you'll really understand how I ended up in a coma. You're really going to need to call Homeland Security.
Is he not safe with Diddy? Like, what's going on?
Well, I don't speak about another man's endeavors. I do care about my son. So the Post, I just spoke to him, actually, just hung up the phone with him. He's actually filming. I'm so proud of him. He's doing so much amazing stuff. So, of course, the metaphor is very simple. My door is always open. It's a safe zone for my child. My grown man, no longer a child, but it's the same thing. And all the kids. Listen, this entire situation is very unfortunate. There's no good outcome. There's no good with any of this. So I just want to make sure we keep the young people in prayer, keep them uplifted. This is a very difficult time. You don't want to see anyone go through anything, but people have to handle what they have to handle, whatever situations they get themselves into.
Of course. I mean, so did your son come home? I mean, How are you two? I mean, did you get home?
Quincy is wonderful. Albert is wonderful. Devin is wonderful. I'm a happy grandfather. I'm truly in an amazing place. It's unfortunate that social media got their panties in an uproar for telling my son that I love you. I send him a text like that every day. Just follow his new platform and you'll understand why.
Inside sources revealed that after he went backstage, he revealed that apart from having her move pink cocaine from Miami to Virginia, Diddy has been trying to force Miami into moving drugs for him. He revealed that while Brandon Paul handled some routes, Diddy planned to move more drugs for his associates because she was a celebrity. He trusted her and chances of her getting searched was low. He then asked why we think Diddy pays her $500,000 monthly and why she has Caresha pleas in revolt. He revealed that he was grooming her to double as his sex worker and also grooming her to move drugs for him. So he had got to give her all she wanted. He claimed that the reason Miami hasn't fully started moving drugs for him was that she was always scared of getting caught by the cops. And when she eventually gets caught, Diddy would find his way around the case and let her bear the charges alone. And for those who might now know, ALB is not the type of guy to openly speak about what he was not sure of if he gets the news. He verifies it before bringing it up. So Diddy trying to force Miami into the traffic line is also wild, really wild. But then inside sources reported that ALB was ready to reveal all the dirt he has on Diddy. And if the feds want him to testify in court, he would gladly do so. Firstly, Cassie's lawyer revealed they were ready to help with information. And if they needed Cassie to testify, she was ready. And now ALB too is ready to testify against Diddy. One thing we know is that Diddy has done a lot of dirty things and lots of people want him locked up. Anyway, for those wondering how ALB and Diddy's issues began, let me fill you in. So ALB dated Kim Porter for some time and the relationship got blessed with a son, and after Kim Porter got employed at Interscope, Diddy stole Kim Porter from ALB alongside their son, and this got ALB mad, but then he still had a good relationship with Kim and their co-parenting went on good. But after Kim died, ALB was one of the first people to reveal that Kim's death was not natural, and Diddy knew more than what. He was revealing about the death cause Kim was perfectly okay and there was no way she died by pneumonia. Also, Diddy and ALB too have been going at each other over ALB's son Quincy. While we don't necessarily know what's going on behind the scenes, one that looks certain is that ALB is not ready to lose his son to Diddy. While Diddy has done a good job in looking after Quincy over the years, even after Kim died, ALB believes that with the numerous controversies surrounding Diddy, he isn't suitable to raise any child, and his lifestyle may have a negative influence on Quincy. News of ALB, sure exposing Diddy for trying to force young Miami into his trafficking line shocked fans, and they left comments saying Diddy gave his son an amazing life. He should be thinking of Diddy for being a great father to his son. Caresha saying she gonna move Diddy drugs and do a bid for him but couldn't defend her sister JT from Rat is crazy. Now look, young Miami being accused of transporting and sniffing Diddy's cocaine and fentanyl isn't surprising to me at all. She was so obsessed with fucking a rich man she played herself right into a 20-year sentence. Lock the wannabe drug lord Griselda ass up immediately. So, do you think Diddy tried to get Miami to traffic drugs for him? Or do you think there's more lies than truth in this story? Let me know what you think in the comments.